Hey guys, Forrest here with Forrest Finds Smartphone Deals. Today I wanted to just give you guys some general tips and tricks for when you're shopping for a smartphone online, specifically in the used market, and even more specifically on swappa.com. Swappa.com is a great place to buy smartphones. You can find really great condition, almost new or new in box smartphones on Swappa, and it's generally really a safe place to buy smartphones with minimal risk, as they have great customer support and you have great recourse if for whatever reason you get ripped off or scammed, which Swappa does a great job of keeping bad people that are running scams off the platform. So first, my first thing I do when when I'm interested in buying a certain phone, let's just say the iPhone 11 Pro, is you just want to check the base model price that the manufacturer, Apple in this case, is running. So I've got it pulled up here on the Apple website, and they've got the Apple iPhone 11 Pro, base model, 64 gigabyte. It doesn't matter what color. And they've got that listed at $999. And that's for, SIM-free unlocked. And I'm 99% of the time, if you can get it for the same price, I always recommend going with unlocked so you don't get locked into an expensive contract with a phone service provider. So iPhone has it, or Apple has it, the iPhone 11 Pro at $999. That's the retail price, and anything that we can get lower than that is money saved. So the next thing I want to do is check the sold listings on eBay to see how much they're going for on eBay. eBay is a little bit riskier of a place. They don't always side with the buyer, and you may enter a dispute with a seller if there's any issues with your order or with the product that you receive. So on eBay here, I've just filtered for sold and completed listings. It's, I believe, down at the bottom here, show only, completed items, and sold items. You want to check those two boxes. And this is going to show you what people have recently purchased these phones for. And on eBay, you're going to get some weird ones too, where it's showing people have bought these for $240. And that's just another reason to stay away from eBay. Those are very likely Chinese knockoffs of iPhones that are just, replicas that are not going to be the real thing at all. And if a deal seems too good to be true, it almost certainly is. You're not going to get an Apple iPhone 11 Pro brand new in box for $234. So just another reason to stay off of eBay. But what we can get from eBay is a little bit of history of what other people are paying, and it looks like the most recent sold listings. And I've also filtered for new and open box because we only want to look at the ones that are in great condition. Unfortunately, eBay does not have a filter for used but in mint condition. So we're kind of stuck with new and open box, and it looks like we're seeing a range of $950, $939. Again, this one's $500. I really don't trust that one. I'd be very skeptical if I was buying an iPhone 11 Pro Max for $500. That's probably a Chinese knockoff. So 951, 959. So you can see these are constantly going for about $40 to $60 off of retail. But then if we head over to Swappa, we can look at their marketplace research and see that the average sale price of a used Apple 11 Pro is currently $891. So about $109 off of retail, which is pretty nice. We're going to have less color selection. But that's okay because there's some other advantages of using Swappa. So what I like to do, and anytime I buy a smartphone, I almost always want it to be new or new in box, or at the very least very gently used in mint condition. So here I filtered for both new and mint, and then I've sorted by price lowest. And what you'll find on Swappa is Swappa will actually lift about 4 or 5 products that I don't know if they're promoted for one reason or another, but it won't actually start sorting from the lowest price until about 4 or 5 down. And you can see the lowest price one is actually $849. Now, one tip I recommend for buying smartphones online is, if you can, it's not always the biggest deal, but if you can avoid a popular reseller like these, and most people see 1,300 reviews and think that's an awesome thing, but and it is to some level, but what this person's doing is they're probably buying these phones on Craigslist. A lot of them may have had damaged screens and they're getting them for a discount, or damaged parts, and then they're repairing them. And you may not know what kind of quality parts or how good of a job these people are doing at repairing these iPhones or any smartphone for that matter. And it may work fine when you get it, but if it's been repaired and opened, for one, that's probably going to void the warranty in any smartphone. And depending on the quality of the parts that have been replaced, they may fail on you months down the road. So I almost always, if I can help it, try to avoid these big resellers with lots of, even though they've got great feedback, I try to look for the people that are actual real people, that probably this was their own personal phone, and might just have a few sales on the platform to show that they're trustworthy. And if I was going to be buying an iPhone 11 Pro tonight, this is probably the listing I would go for a couple reasons. I took a look at it just a second ago. In fact, I featured it on the deal of the day. So this is a mint condition iPhone 11 Pro. It's only been lightly used for 2 months and in flawless condition. No scratches, dents, or blemishes. It's got the full Apple warranty until April of 2021, which is great to see. And it was a second phone, so it was hardly used at all. The battery health is still at 100%. It comes with installed tempered glass screen protector, 1 clear case, and 2 brand new Poetic cases. So a couple things here. First of all, we're seeing it's $144 to be exact off of retail, which is great. That's about a 15% discount, which is a great price for a pristine condition phone. This is basically after you've used this for 2 weeks and this for 2 weeks, they're going to be in about the same shape. They're both going to be in great condition after 2 weeks of use, and it's going to be difficult to tell them apart. But perhaps my biggest tip for buying a smartphone online is a lot of users who actually used the actual phone that they're selling will include the case, and they do that for a couple reasons. They think that's going to entice buyers because buyers aren't going to have to buy a case. Most buyers will actually not use the case that they include, but that's okay. And then the next reason that they often include the case is if they're getting rid of an Apple iPhone 11 Pro, chances are they don't have a use for these cases anymore after they've gotten rid of it. But that's not the tip. The tip is look at the quality and durability and I guess overall bulkiness of the cases that they're including, right? And they're also including a tempered glass screen protector that's already been installed. So this already tells you right off the bat that in the 2 months that this phone has been used, and we're taking their word on it, maybe it's been 3 or 4 months, whatever, but it's probably only been 2 months. For the 2 months that it's been used as a backup phone, it has had a tempered glass screen protector installed, which tells you that the screen itself is going to be in pristine condition, and it's been in this very thick, durable case. So it's not like it's been in some thin, flimsy case where it's been subject to drops. It's been in this very protective case, and that is going to help give you some assurance when you buy this phone that it's been well taken care of. So that's the tip. Anytime you buy a smartphone that's been used for any period of time online, look at the cases that are included. And if the buyer isn't including a case, they may have not used the phone in a case, or the case might have been in such bad shape that they didn't feel comfortable including it. And if the case was in bad shape from dropping it, you probably don't want that phone. So this particular listing is a great deal, and one that I would personally take advantage of if I was in the market for an iPhone 11 Pro. If you want to be extra patient, you might even try to put in an offer by leaving a comment or contacting the seller on this listing and say, hey, would you maybe do 825 or 830? But currently at 855, 15% off of retail for essentially a brand new pristine condition phone is a great deal. So I hope this video was helpful or useful in some way. If it was, please hit the like button. And if you want more tips or want to subscribe for the smartphone deal of the day, where I go and each day find a great deal like this one and put out a video on it so that you can hopefully buy it if you're in the market for it, then hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the bell so that you can be alerted when those videos go out. Thanks for watching, and peace.